Alright, well, I'm back with a new stream. I'm gonna fix the title and stuff in a bit, but since Super is playing, I might as well watch and commentate so I don't have to do it all over again when I post it to my video feed, right? I'm just gonna maybe lower the audio from Super, not because I don't want to hear his voice. He's got a lovely voice, but you know what? Like, it is what it is. All right, let's see here. So Super is playing the Bungie team. Bungie is actually very strong in Pro Bow. Not so much in score, but in Pro it is actually pretty annoying to deal with. Mainly because I'm gonna be honest, okay? The module helped, but it really comes down to players not wanting to engage and wanting to play when they see a Bungie player in the ladder. So therefore they don't really get the experience as to what they should be doing in terms of positioning. So if anyone watched Oracle's game yesterday against Poetriste, Poetriste is a very good player, but you know what, when he is put in a situation where he's not super comfortable, meaning like, you know, like they're not used to, when you're playing damage, you don't get bunged and drilled down the map all that often, so you're not really it's not in your comfort zone to kind of shoot that way, so that's why you see a lot of misses. It's not because he's a bad player, it's mainly because they're in a situation that they're not comfortable in or not always put in, so that's why they always make mistakes. And when you're playing against Bungie, I'm gonna be flat out honest, yes, Bungie in score Pro Battle is actually very deadly, but it is manageable depending on the map and obviously your items and your team, right? Like, so obviously their clear-cut sign is Octor, right? But honestly, no one's using Octor in the real meta, so you just gotta figure a way for your lineup to be able to deal with not just Bungie, but everyone else in between. So if you're really thinking about that, a lot of people play either Monko in the front or Cleric in the front, which is a good choice. I think Cleric is a good choice. And then a Medic in the back, and also whatever it is that they drop. So usually a Beetle or Purple Devil or Sad Frog, right? So that is kind of the gist of it. So it really depends on the tank you use and also how you play it, right? So as you can see here, Miguel here opted to kill the blank first, which is always the right sign, but not necessarily like that's a thing you need to do every single time. It really depends on the map, right? And also the item. If you have a teleport, you can be more brave, I guess. Without it, you just have to see who is the bigger threat, right? Bigfoot is a big threat in 4 maps, right? In thick, very thin maps like the machine, cog maps, like the clockwork, I think it's called. Those maps definitely killed the Bigfoot first, mainly because if a blank has a harder time bunging if the land is thin. I know it's weird like that. But blank does its best digging it when there's a lot of fucking land, right? So if it's a thin map, kill the Bigfoot first. If it's a thick map, then you gotta kill the blank first. Always good to have range in the back, otherwise you probably won't be able to reach. Not the +5, I'm talking about the 6.5. Because the extra 1.5 makes a huge difference whether or not you are able to reach when you are drilled all the way down the ground. So a lot of people using Medic with a +5, it's good enough on small maps, but on a bigger map like those really wide portal maps, or yeah, it's usually the portal maps that are really wide, then you're kind of shit out of luck. And the white snowy map, like the one in Oracle yesterday, Poetriste has a +5 range, but even that wasn't enough for most situations, right? And range is the most overpowered jewel in this game. The moment it came out, everyone knew it, everyone fucking jumped to it. And yeah, because it is the most overpowered jewel. Because think about this, all right? your defense and your attack means nothing if you can't hit your target, right? I mean, I'm not a fucking scientist here, but like it's pretty fucking obvious. That's why range is super fucking important. When I used to play Bungie with BK as a drop, I always had the +5 on the Purple Devil because Beetle King's range is so shit that I can't get a Super Sky on any downwind, and you know the allure of Beetle King is not the damage, of course, it's the SS. So yeah, but back to the game. I'm pretty sure Super has had a lot of practice since the last tournament. What was it last? The World Championship tournament that was hosted in the month of April. His Bungie game looked sus. Not sus, but weak. But in this game, I wasn't really able to see what he did because he died like after shooting once. But he was still able to kind of drill down the Trico at the very beginning, which really helped. But ultimately, honestly, if I were to go up against a Bungie on this map, it really depends, because I don't know if my opponent knows how to play the blank S2, because if it was me, I would just go blank S2 damage instead of blank S2 dig, and my Bigfoot would just use the Thors and take advantage of that. I would just switch to damage, to be honest. But everyone has a different playstyle. Super is definitely going for the Bungie aspect. All right, so it is what it is. There is no like, you know, best way to play or the only way to play. It's how you pilot your tank. And as you can see, if you haven't watched it, honestly, watch Oracle's stream. It's Oracle GBM. His avatars are kind of weird. I don't understand his avatar. I mean, I understand it. It's just there are better choices in my opinion. But he likes to have like double range crystals because he loves range. But ultimately, what won him the match yesterday was all positioning. There was no way in hell if you were to go head to head damage wise in any shape or form, Poitrase should have easily won. But because of the positioning and all that, and putting your opponent in an awkward position, right? That's kind of how you eke a win. When you're playing Bungie, it's not kill them first, it's how many times are they gonna fuck up until you get your SS, right? So, like I said here, I would have went for straight up damage, mainly because Blank has 4 bullets in S2, Bigfoot has 4 bullets with S2, and they all do pretty good damage without any damage modifier. Oof, sad. But yeah, like on a Thor map like this, where it's not super thin, it's not super thick, I just go straight up damage. There is no reason why you shouldn't, because once you go Bungie, right? Like you're on a timer because they have the Thor advantage, you don't. If anything, the Thor kind of screws up the land for you, which gives your opponent the opening. So that's kind of not what you want to do, right? But yeah, a new game. Miguel is going first. It's really, really sad to see Super lose the first game, even though he had first turn. But honestly, the map wasn't that great. And, you know, again, I would have, if it was me, I would have played damage rather than Bungie. Especially if I get first turn, right? First turn, I do the dig, get the module, and then after that, I already have, let's say, 130, because let's be honest, Super has everything, right? So if you can get that 130 HP module, you're already 130 HP ahead of your opponent, and you possibly could shot block him. So your first blank shot, you know, very important, but then I would have just moved over to damage. But you know what, thinking about it, his blank kind of died real quick, so maybe just straight up damage. I don't know. I'm not the one playing this game, thank God, because I think Miguel, I haven't really seen him all that. Well, I don't play Pro Battle all that much, anyways. But when I do, I don't see Miguel, so I don't know how he plays. Is just I'm just basing it off of the information, previous tournaments, and you know, watching the players play. So I know Poetricity is actually really good. Just very unfortunate that he did not make it to the next round, but I'm sure we'll see him again. Obviously, I'm rooting for Super. Super nice guy. We talked on multiple occasions, and plus, it's Bungie. Let's be honest. Hey Oracle, I just saw your message. It's Bungie. You know, you gotta love the Bungie game, right? Like, but at the same time, I kind of moved over to damage because I play score a lot, and score Bungie is actually pretty tough. The maps are tough. The item always gets you a fucking teleport. Now on this map, if you were to ask who is the bigger threat, Bigfoot or Blank, obviously the answer is Blank, and it's hard to kill the Blank because of how much shelter he has. So if possible, hit the Blank, but if you can't, just straight up kill the Bigfoot first and deal with the Blank later. All you gotta do is just land on the Blank, and it ends up being like a 50-50 coin split. What is he gonna do? Bunge you? Okay, well, again, it's hard to control unless you're Oracle and you know what the fuck you're doing with Blank. But a lot of people don't, like myself. So, you know, jumping on to the Blank, it could be a backup plan. If given, you know, like a circumstance like this where you can't really hit him. Like, again, I wouldn't even waste my bullets clearing the land, because he's just gonna move forward, and your Trico's still not gonna be doing much, and then the Bigfoot can move back to, you know, take the Trico shot. So that was kind of a waste of a shot. Super is definitely doing all the right stuff. I mean, well, what's okay? I was just gonna say like go down there, but then I just realized it's a knack drop, so maybe not. So Super knows what he's doing. I don't, because I actually don't really know what the lineups are. I mean, I was the one who kind of put it all together. It's not like I study everyone's lineup. I don't really do that. I just play as I go. Like, I didn't even know Imperator's lineup and jewel slots. But yeah, that's just me. Anyways, given that, okay, is he gonna do the S1 dig? I mean, at this point, I would just fucking like Super Sky risky it, knowing that Super, he should be able to manage that, right? Because now, okay, this is weird. You have to constantly keep hitting the Trico with your Blank because your Bigfoot can't really do it. What I would have liked to see was keep the Trico where he was, Super Sky S2 with Bigfoot, and Super Sky S1 with Blank on the knack, and get the risky, and then, you know, you can just blow him up. But I don't know. Again, I'm not the one playing this game, so he knows best. Okay, it prevented the spider from jumping or moving on top of the Blank, which is nice. Let's see, he needs a Sky shot. So it's either he gets a dig shot or a Sky. I honestly, I would just go for the Sky. It's much easier, more predictable compared to, you know, hoping to get a drop tank shot. That one's harder. Actually, no, the tornado will actually give it to you. Okay, so never mind. I'm just stupid. All right. He's going for the Bunge. He's going for the Bunge. Okay. Wow, nice shot. I didn't think he was gonna get that, to be honest. I had my doubts. I fucking had my doubts. But hey, this is why I don't play as good as him. Anyways, it looks like it's going to be a victory for the Gunbound Prince. Alright, but Miguel is holding his own. Doing the best he can. I mean, this map is not the best for damage against Bungie, but it is what it is. It really comes down to the map. And once, you know, the right map, you need to know what the fuck you're doing, right? Because a lot of people complain that, oh, Bungie is OP, blah, 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 blah. It is, and it isn't. I mean, you just need to know what the hell you're doing. Okay, think about this. Adam Aduka, regular basic shit, right? Easy stuff. Put him on a Thor map, fucking OP, right? So it's map driven, it's map based, right? So it's the same with Bungie. Like this map is not the best for damage, but it's still manageable. It really depends. Actually, wait, fuck. Super gets first shot. Never mind. Okay. I would not move the armor any more back if I don't have to. Getting trapped down there is the... Basically, you want to stay as high as you can, as long as you can. But, you know, obviously, kill the blank. Blank is definitely the harder one. That is not the way to do it. You know, if it's a blind win, I would much rather hit Bigfoot first. And because, like what Miguel did, right? It opened it up for the blank. And that's not what, like, you need certainty. Especially when you're playing against Bungie. Because if you give 1 inch for the blank to move, it will dig you a mile. That's just the sad truth, right? And now the Bigfoot is doing what it's supposed to do, tanking all the shots. Now that it's well positioned, I mean, Super's got his blank like covered fucking left, right, and center, right? By a tank and by the land. I mean, it's not looking good for Miguel, mainly because it was his first shot that really set the stage. Again, honestly, like, I don't like shooting blank blind win unless it's unless your tank can shoot blind win very easily. Like, certain tanks can do it better than others. Trico is definitely not one of them, because it does a lot of explosion. I mean, the damage is great if you land it, but if you don't, you're destroying shit. If, let's say, Super's playing damage or whatever, that's fine, because, like, damage tanks don't go down there unless you're a Hycon or whatever, right? Or maybe Desto, but even then, you still need an opening to shoot through, where blank, you know, it shoots through walls. So, yeah, like, these are the little things that, you know, damage players need to know. Positioning like that armor is fucking a blank's wet dream. Like, now, I can guarantee you the blank is gonna dig that armor within, like, 3 shots. If Cole was to do it, maybe 2. Okay? I'm gonna be honest. Mainly because he's got a lot of fucking explosion. But, like, I mean, if given Oracle, like, the fucking max amount of explosion, I'm pretty sure you can do it in 2 too. But you don't want to hug the back wall, you want to actually hug the front wall, and here's why. When you hug the back wall, blank is just fucking creaming itself, right? But if you hug the front, blank has a really hard time digging you. Now, with Bigfoot, it's the complete opposite. If you hug the front, Bigfoot is like just like fucking moist down there, alright? But if you position yourself at the back, then Bigfoot will not be a very happy camper. So it's those things, and so that's why I say, you know, you need to know who the big threat is. Oh, he might even be able to do it in 2. Because what, is he gonna go down there and like get shot blocked? Because I think if done right, he will fall through. Yeah, he's looking at it. Super's definitely looking at it. It's doable given if the blacksmith activates the explosion, the skill, there's a good chance that armor is dead. Oh, he's not even gonna worry about that. He's like, fuck you, I'm gonna fucking just... Alright. But yeah. Knowing how to position... I mean, when you play against Beetle King, honestly, like, you just need to save a dig shot, like, you know, your shovel shot. Or have a tank that can trap both you and the BK all in one. Because once you trap them, you drop with armor, right? You trap them, like, Dark Knight can do that. And then you just trade shots. What the fuck is a Purple Devil BK gonna do? Most likely you're gonna be a Coroni or or a sad frog. That in itself, more HP, more defense, every way, shape, or form. With the 40% armor that you're going to be dropping, you're basically doing no damage to yourself. So yeah, that's kind of how you, at least that's how I would deal with a BK. But honestly, like the Bungie game has evolved so much that BK is actually not the standard anymore. It's actually Mookie, because Mookie can do everything BK can kind of do. It can dig, it can bungee. If they're on a thin land or on that little piece of island that could, you know, your blank be putting your opponent in. It can do the damage, so it's good all around. That's why kind of like all the Bungie guys, they moved over to Mookie. There are still some like hardcore, like old school Bungie guys still using Beetle King. Like who is it? Fuck, I don't know any except for Super, I think. But yeah, BK is definitely like not even in the picture anymore. At least, oh, I see it. And even the Peruvian like Bungie players, they don't use BK. I'm just surprised Super is sticking to it, because at the end of the day, I think Mookie is just a much better tank. It's a better drop overall. It's by far, like, it's in the top tier. If not S, it's definitely in the A+ tier, right? Who is in the S? I would say Boomer and Dr. I'm like, I mean, maybe EGK drop if you are playing on Steam, but that's about it, man. Anyways, if you don't think EGK should be the S tier drop tank, let me invite you to one of Showmaker's replay. He uses Steam, so he is able to aim pixel perfect, and every single shot, I swear to God, does at least 350 to 400, sometimes even 500 damage. And he's like, it's just a walk in the park, bro. I'm like, bro, you're using Steam, shut the fuck up. But there are a lot of EGK players nowadays that can actually do it consistently. I'm not one of them. I don't plan on being one of them. I mean, I've tried. I can kind of do it on the easy win, but too much work. I mean, if I really want to put myself in a lot of stress, I would just fucking play Bungie, because Bungie, compared like Bungie versus damage, it's all about strategy for the Bungie player, and it's all about positioning for the damage player. Like, you don't necessarily need to kill your opponent as a Bungie player. You don't need to like straight up kill him or, you know, bunge him off the map immediately. You just need to disable him long enough for both your tanks to have SS or be so far ahead of your opponent because he either can't shoot you or he, you know, like he keeps missing and you have full HP while he isn't getting, like, you know, he's getting chip damage here and there. That's kind of how you kind of edge your way to a win with Bungie. It's like playing chess, but except every time you want to move your chess piece, there's a chance you might not be able to move to the like little fucking square that you want. But it is what it is, right? But you know, if you know exactly the count, similarly to like what Showmaker knows about EGK, and you play on Steam, right, then every shot can be a fucking winning shot, because every shot can be a shot block shot. That's how I see it. Well, the game, this game is pretty much over. I don't think the blank is gonna die. Yep, he's just gonna go down there and fucking like SS his face. That's all he's gonna write about that. I think it's over, man. If I was him, I'd just start them again. But you know what? Miguel is being a good sport by not quitting the game early. That is always, you know, the right thing to do. I hate it when I'm aiming for the last shot and then they just quit. I'm like, ah, bro, come on. Alright, this could be game point for Super. Uh-oh. I hear my wife, so I might not be able to talk much longer. But I'ma just tell my wife I'm streaming early. All right, hold on, give me 1 sec. Before I get fucking disowned here. Where is my microphone? Microphone. Okay, I'm back. Wife says A-okay. Okay, she didn't say A-okay, but she said okay. Sorry, I couldn't have missed it because I was trying to, like, you know, be a good husband and saying hi to the wife when she's back, but anyways. Yeah, the wife approves, yes. How's work? Yeah. Tofu probably grabs you one of your shoes. Fucking tofu. Oh, wild wife appeared. The wife approves. The show. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So my dog is named Tofu, not Tofu the player, but my wife decided to name our new poodle Tofu because she's vegan. So don't get that mixed up when I say Tofu. I'm usually probably just yelling at my dog. Although yelling at the player Tofu is kind of fun sometimes, but let's not talk about negativity here. We're not gonna be doing that shit, okay? Because at the end of the day, life is too short to be negative. But I should really focus back on the game, to be honest. I can't see the bottom of the fucking thing, man. The buttons are fucking... There you go. I would imagine, like, fucking Super Screen is, like, really wide, so everything is really small, so maybe he zoomed in? I don't know, what the fuck. Like, when I watch Oracle stream, like, I can see, like, the fucking top, the left, the right, the bottom of the map. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, that is so useful. When I'm playing Bungie blank on my tablet, like, if they're, like, very far down, like, I can't even see... like how low I'm shooting, right? So playing on a computer screen, man, it's night and day. Obviously, you know, when it comes to gaming, bigger screen gets the advantage, just like dick sizes. But you know what? Let's not talk about things we don't have. Which is the extra length and girth. Okay, guys. Okay. The Trico is basically done. Now. Oh, it's Coco. Miguel was not able to kill the blank within 3 turns, meaning 1 shot on Trico on the first turn. Again, it's really hard. That's why I don't think Trico is a good choice. And simply, Trico gets shot blocked really easily. It's very, very fucking strong if it's an open map. Yeah, you can be doing like 300 damage on your first shot, but let's be honest, like those are kind of rare. They don't happen all that often, so you gotta look at the probability of things. And Trico is just not a good contender. If anything, Ice is much better because Ice S2, when you shoot it perfectly, or because it's easy, you can just shotgun it. It's how you position your initial explosion. If you can shoot it perfectly, the blank can't move, and then whatever it is, like whether it's an armor, desto, Hycon, whatever, just blast it with your attack item, and then let your ice finish the job. Cole and I always talk about it. Trico is not something we're both too concerned about, mainly because, you know, like I use a Sad Frog. So, I mean, he can shoot me in the face once. I can guarantee you he won't be doing that again. But when it comes to ice, once you trap a blank and you can't fucking move, the blank is literally a sitting duck. And that's really not what you want. The blank is literally the main character in almost every situation. That's why like all the cheerleaders and the supporting role characters needs to keep the blank alive. That's kind of how it is. And, you know, sometimes the Bigfoot is the main character, but, you know, let's be honest, Bigfoot is just a side bitch. No one really cares about it. Bigfoot is, like, the most overlooked tank, but it's by far one of the best support tanks in the game. Best support. I mean it when I say it. Bigfoot is the best support tank in the game. I can't think of any other support tank better than it. Ice Ball does not count. Alright, Ice Ball is a piece of shit. No, I'm just kidding. But Ice Ball is not a support tank. If you're watching this, and you're still hearing me ramble, because I'll be posting this in the video archive later. Can we get can you guys let me know what support tank you think is best? I would hands down, 10 toes down, say Bigfoot is the best support. It can do damage. It can do digging. HP is not bad. It's a machine type, so I mean, it's already an advantage against animal types, but let's be honest, like, the HP is really, really low. But, you know, if you have a really beefy fucking medic, Bigfoot is actually pretty fucking scary, right? So it all depends on how you're supporting your formation, but of course, they don't call it BBB for nothing, right? Big black booty, but, you know, that's how it is. The blank is the main character, and then the Bigfoot is the support. Oh no. This is what I mean about, like, if I recall correctly, the blank had like 25% HP. It's up to 70, 75? Maybe a little less than 75, 70%. And it's all because of a very fucking tanky Bigfoot, right? Like, you gotta know exactly who you're targeting and don't fucking change targets. Because if you change targets, that's how you fucking lose. Ice is good with blank. Ice is good against blank, but with blank, I don't know. I've never really tried that, to be honest. This game is pretty much over. Like, he's trying to do... Okay, whenever you're fighting a two-front war, you always lose. Unless you're already ahead. But Miguel is starting, like, 2 turns behind. Right? He lost the effectiveness of his Trico so early on. He might as well just forfeit the Trico, walk it off the map, and start like with the Nat coming down, right? But no, like, he is literally targeting 2 separate targets, which is not what you want to do. Like, focus one. You can't do this. This is how Bungie play. Like, this is like the Bungie's like 101. Like, you know, you split the attack, right? You disable one and you focus one. That is the Bungie tactic. So if you know that, don't do that then. Like, just focus on one. Like, try to kill one over the other. Ugh. But of course, when you run and dodge in pro battle against Bungie players, the only person that hurts is you, because you're not getting any experience. You can cry all you want that Bungie is OP. I'm not saying, like, I'm saying Bungie is very difficult, even for my lineup, even though it's meant to go up against Bungie, or give it a pretty good run for its money, but it's still hard. Like any good player can make any lineup difficult, right? So it is what it is. But hey, it looks like Miguel is pulling through. Maybe this is not the final game. I don't know, but BK, I know Cole has done a lot of crazy shit with BK, right? He's like 3v1 his BK before, and it's really funny to watch. If BK can literally kill the Knack on this shot, oh man, I don't know. It will only take 2 hits for BK to get rid of that armor, and right now, based on where he's at, oh my god, what the fuck? That was a nice shot. That was an amazing shot. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I'm a Catholic boy now. All right, I'm gonna estimate two turns for the BK. Oh wait, he doesn't have SS. Never mind. Okay, 3 turns. That shot was amazing. Cole might be like, all right, let me smoke some weed. I might be able to do that too. Sorry, you hear the hood fan, guys. Wife is cooking. But, oh, okay, nice. That's one way to keep yourself alive. He's clearly doing this to ensure that he gets SS. Because, oh, okay, is he gonna be able to do, oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Uh-oh, this is not looking good. But he might be able to fucking do this. Here we go. This might be the final shot for the final game. Who knows? Who knows? Oh, no. Okay. Now, the real question is, can Miguel do another shot like that? I don't think so. I mean, the wind is pretty good for him right now. But, mind you, I don't even know how BK is going to make his shot next. Oh, actually, you know, he's going to hit in the front. But it's going to be very wind dependent. This is like a do or die shot. These are the shots I fucking hate. Oh no. He made it a little bit easier for Super. Is Super gonna fucking... Oh, fuck. No. Oh, shit. Here we go. Dude, he needs to hit a pixel. Oh, no. It's actually land. Oh, shit. I don't know what Super is saying, but I can guarantee you Puta Ma is probably the few words he is saying right now. Okay, the wind is still good. It's really good for Miguel. Miguel can actually make it happen. He just needs to hit like the front, like base. Please. Oh no. It's actually really hard because like I don't think he can do it, but he's like opening it up for Super. Okay, Super's like, I'm not gonna make that shitty mistake again. GG, that's it. That's all she wrote. Ay-ya, puta ma. Okay, I said it for Miguel. Anyways, that is it. I'm gonna actually fucking save it so I don't have to replay this shit and put it in my video feed. So, thanks for watching. I will see you guys later. Okay, toodaloo.